Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. And this morning I'm speaking with Teresa Lysam. Good morning, Teresa. How are you doing?
Morning. Hi, everybody. Hi, Carolyn.
How are you coping with is the weather hot over there with you?
It is hot where I live right now. Yep, I love
Yeah.
it.
So
I love
you're
the heat.
yeah, oh yes, yes. I'll just sort of pass that back to you. I'm now looking forward to autumn.
Oh,
So you're
yeah.
based in California?
Well, one state over from California, so Nevada.
Nevada, right.
It's not a state that I had on my bucket list to live in, but hey, that's where I'm at.
That's where you're at. Yes,
Yep.
right. So, my question for you is, what is it you enjoy doing immensely or otherwise when you're not working?
Wow, good question. I love being outside in the sunshine. I'm a sunshine girl. That energizes me. So basically anything outside, but I really love bike riding when the
Ah,
weather's conducive.
yeah.
And I love walking. So walking is really important to me.
Mhm.
So I guess movement, anything that involves
Yeah.
movement. So I'm very protective of my walking time. I actually schedule it into my day every day.
Well, that's
And
great, isn't it? That you're able to, if there's something you have a passion for, then, make time for it. So, yes, and that's the only way of doing it sometimes, isn't it? Is blocking out time to do
oh my
something you
gosh,
enjoy
yeah.
doing.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I have to. Or if I don't, you know how things go. If I
Yeah.
don't write it down, it doesn't get done.
Yes,
So
I know that. I know that well. Those lists. Oh dear, where's the list gone?
yeah, exactly. And did this ever happen to you where you had a pocket of time unexpectedly where you were open but you didn't have your list available and then
Yes.
you didn't know what to do with yourself?
Yep. Just that. Yeah, that happens a lot.
Oh my God. I hate when that happens. Like, I know could be doing something, but what is it? So I just can't make a decision. And then I end up kind of wasting that time. But isn't
Oh
that
dear.
funny
And
how
and
we do that?
do you have as much of a passion for cycling as you do walking?
Um, which one did I prefer? If I had I guess cycling because, it's weather dependent.
Hmm.
So I try to get that in as much as possible when I can. So sometimes I'll go on two a day and then I'll squeeze my walk in there if I can. But um, walking is more conducive to any place, anytime,
Yes.
whereas cycling is a little bit more limited. So
Yeah.
during the
And is it fairly
season,
flat?
yes, I get out.
Is it fairly flat around you? You've got areas of
I'm like by the desert, so yes, it's pretty flat around here.
yeah. And yes, being by a desert, I mean, it must be quite. You must have to adapt to live in such a harsh environment.
Yes, and I'm not originally from here. I'm originally from the other side of the country where it was lush and green and rainy
Oh,
and
quite a difference.
yeah, quite a difference. And I lived there almost my entire life up until 4 years ago. And then we moved cross country here and totally different environment.
Mm,
I can't say I'm in love with it because I miss the green, the big
yes.
trees and the vegetation. So when I get a chance to really go someplace where there's flowers and bushes that bloom, I really appreciate and am grateful for those,
Yeah.
places. And I really make sure I'm trying to be in the moment then and really observe and look and take it all in.
That's quite a diverse change to
It
move
is.
to a desert from a lush sort of foresty area.
It is huge, huge, huge,
Gosh,
huge.
yeah.
But
Okay.
again, I'm making it work and we're adapting and like I'm getting ready to leave to go back to my original home in a couple of days. So I'll be there for a couple of weeks. So I get my fill
Oh, well,
a
that's
couple
good.
of times during the year or every couple of years. So
Yeah. Oh, well, that's something that you're able to sort of go back and absorb it all.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Exactly.
good. And Is there anything else you enjoy doing outside? Did you enjoy gardening when you're able to do it, or perhaps?
I did have a really nice backyard
Hmm?
that I spent many years crafting and trying to learn how to work with the environment. So I did love that. Um, my new thing here is pickleball, playing pickleball outside. I'm loving that. And
Pickleball?
I can't grow things here. So that's why I don't really
Oh,
do it here.
so
I
tell
don't know
me.
what to do.
Yeah, well, yeah. What do you do with sand? I mean,
I know what people make things grow. I mean, they are able to do it, but it takes lots of water,
yeah.
lots of planning,
Mm.
lots of automatic sprinkler systems and all that. But
Yes, lots of water.
yeah.
What was I going to say?
Oh, pickleball.
Yes. What's pickleball?
Oh my God, it's a crazy game. It's a crazy game. It took me literally years to get comfortable playing it. It looks kind of easy when you're looking at it, kind of like golf. Golf looks easy when you're watching it, but when you actually play it, it's like totally different.
You all right?
So pickleball is a mix between tennis, racquetball, ping pong.
Oh,
It's a mix of all these other sports that somebody combined together, and the scoring is really kind of odd and unique. And yeah, it's a little bit of a skill level there and
yeah.
lots of practice.
Very odd name for a ball
It is.
game. I mean,
Yeah, there's a
yeah.
whole history behind that.
Oh, right.
I heard somebody's dog was named Pickles, and that's whoever originated the game
Ah,
named it after the dog. But I really don't know. It's not that I've spent time digging into the history of pickleball,
no.
but it's
And
still really fun. I enjoy. And I used to play tennis,
right.
when I was younger, so it was kind of a natural fit.
So is it you? Do you use your hand, a racket, a bat?
Yep, a little racket. It's
Yep.
shorter than a tennis racket,
Of
which was a transition too. I was used to a longer reach
course,
as a
yes.
tennis player, and now my reach is, a lot smaller. And there's some nuances that uh, you have in tennis that you don't have in pickleball. So those of us that have played both, you have to kind of learn to adapt
Yeah.
to the different version. So again, it took me a while. I'm a lot more comfortable now than I used to be, but it's one of those situations where you have to keep putting yourself in it, as uncomfortable as it is,
Mm.
until you get to a certain level of being decent,
Yes.
Yeah.
And presumably there are leagues and all sorts then, are there, for it?
Yeah, there are. There are. I'm fortunate enough to have found a club that we have in town here. So we have a lot of people. So there's a good mix of skill levels and stuff. But you have to keep putting yourselves in those uncomfortable situations
Oh dear.
in order to,
Yeah.
get beyond that, get some comfort. You have to
Yes.
be okay with being uncomfortable.
Oh God. It sounds a bit torturous to me. I mean,
No, it's not torturous, but I guess I'm generalizing there. You know
yes,
what it's like. You have to
I
push your
do.
comfort zone out
Yeah.
and put yourself in a place where, oh, this is going to look terrible. I'm going to embarrass myself, but I'm going to do it anyway. So
Yeah. Well, it's all exercise and fun at the end of the day, though, isn't it?
exactly.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
do you enjoy swimming at all?
I enjoy water. I am a
Right.
lake person, so we
Yeah.
love being by the water, the ocean, wherever. Anything
Yeah.
that's wet, which is ironic because I'm in the desert here, but
Well, I
yet
was
I'm a
going to say
beach person.
it's a bit dry, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit bizarre, but
Yeah.
we have a couple lakes within 2 hours of us, so we have to drive there and plan the whole day. But yeah, we love being on the water. I have some stand-up paddle boards, and
Oh,
we had
nice.
we had a canoe as a kid growing up, and I had a kayak at one point in time. So yeah, I love all that
Yeah.
water stuff.
I did some canoeing when I was in a youth club many years ago, and I always enjoyed it very much.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was always told, my mum used to say to me, right, you got to be in by 10 o'clock, and if you're not in by 10, There's going to be consequences. So I was always pushing the boundaries. So I got in a minute past it. She said 10 o'clock. So you're not
Mm.
going to youth club. You're not going canoeing next week.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you
I
pushed
soon
it by a
learned.
minute.
I soon learned that there were rules, and if you're told to be in a certain time, you be in a certain time. And
Well, good for her.
I appreciate, yes, it was, and I
Hmm.
really look back and appreciate the fact that she stuck by her guns, because a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
people say you've got to be in at such and such a time, otherwise there'll be consequences, and of course then it slips. And of course,
Hmm.
then the children think, "Oh, I can ride roughshod over mum or
Yep.
dad," you know. So
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
yeah,
Yeah, and I've
I
seen that play out many times.
yes, when I haven't, I don't have my own children, but I've seen other people, have exactly the same issues. And a friend of mine, she's 10 years younger than me, and she brought her children up, and they're diamonds of children. And
Mm,
she always said, "You do what you're asked. You live under our roof,
mhm. Yep.
and you do what we say because we
Yes.
are the parents and you are the children. And if we say that you've got to be in at a certain time, if not, you'll be grounded or
Yep.
whatever, and you won't be allowed to do something you enjoy doing." And it's quite refreshing with somebody just a generation back that brought their children up like that.
I know because things seem different now, don't
Oh,
they?
don't they?
Yeah. Like I remember a couple moms that I knew from the past. Like I would always put my kids to bed at a certain time. Like, you go to bed now because I need some me time,
Yeah.
some adult time. And I stuck by that. But I know others that like the kids go to bed whenever.
Mm.
Like,
Oh no,
no, no, no, no, no.
not in my house.
Exactly. Not in my house. I need some boundaries set for sure.
Yeah.
But, and then, no, like I have a couple of grandkids. That's why I'm here in the desert. But I see how they're being brought up and how I would do it differently,
Yeah.
but I don't say anything, but I can see where, like, oh,
Yeah.
if you just set a few more boundaries, it would be a lot better.
Yeah. And you can, of course, see problems then down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Coming
Yeah.
from that experience. But again, you have to also watch so you don't upset any, don't
Yes.
cross my own boundaries with my daughter who is the mom, so
Yeah. Yes,
it's a balancing act.
it's difficult, I guess, to, bite, do,
Yep,
yeah,
exactly.
yes. Because
Exactly.
I mean, you hear the amount of stories that it ruins relationships. When you
Right.
told me what to do when, I'd had my children, I'm
Hmm.
doing it my way. And yes, it's the number of programs I've heard people say it wrecks relationships. Well,
Yeah.
if you communicate, I think it's good.
Hmm.
But a lot of people don't these days. They tend to text things. Sitting
Even
next
when
door
you're
to
in the same
somebody and they,
house,
yeah, I mean, great. But hasn't it? Don't you find that things have really changed since you were brought up to now?
Oh, yeah. Yep. 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 Age has a lot of perks to it.
Yeah,
You can see things in hindsight and you mature over those years and you can be more yourself. And yeah, sometimes people badmouth or bash getting older, but there's so many perks that come with it. You can see in the past and you can see what other people might be having problems with. And if it's not your own child, you can offer some words of wisdom.
yes,
But you can't do it to your own family, though. But you can
no,
offer words of
no.
wisdom to other people.
It might backfire badly.
I know the family is always harder to work with. And
Yes, it
yeah,
is. Yes,
like we
you can
said, you
choose
really got
your
to be
friends,
careful.
but not your family, can't you? I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
it's a very true saying.
yeah.
yes, and can be quite awkward, I think, at times.
Hmm.
But I mean, what, a great place where you have the weather to be able to sort of go outside and do things that you enjoy doing, as long as you enjoy the heat, that is. Does it get, I presume in the desert too, does it get very cold at night?
It does. It does.
So really quite diverse temperatures.
It depends. Like this time of year, it depends. Sometimes it will cool down quite a bit at night and sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, it just depends. Like the spring and the fall, it gets really cold still, freezing in at night, and then it warms up really high in the daytime. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting place, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I like the seasons, so I,
Oh
I would
yeah.
quite enjoy, I'd quite enjoy the cooler time at
Hmm.
night. But I suppose, yeah, it depends on how you adapt to the temperature. I mean,
Hmm.
it's quite humid here, and of course
Mm.
the heat there is really quite dry, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And when I go back home cross country, it's going to be humid there. So it'll be interesting to see how I react to it. Because I lived in it for so long, when you're in it, you don't
Yeah,
think otherwise. That's
yeah,
just the norm. But then when you step outside of it and come back in, you realize, like, oh, like it's different now. So I'll be interested to see how that feels,
yeah.
feeling that humidity again.
Yeah, you'll probably think, oh God, I wish I could go back to Nevada.
Exactly, exactly. I know my hair is going to be all different because, depending on the humidity, my hair does all kinds of
Yeah,
things.
mine does too. It goes, oh dear. But it's been a real great conversation, Teresa. Thank you so much. And we made it at last.
Yeah,
And it
we did. Yeah, we
yeah,
had some struggles getting
we
this together.
did. Yes, but not that we overcame those, and it's all right, and it's come out great, and it's been a fabulous conversation with you. Thank you so much for joining me this evening.
Oh, thank you so much, Carolyn. It is my honor and privilege. Thank you so much.
Thank you.